Hi there, this is a short video explaining how you can use the Restore plugins from Sonnox, in this case the Oxford De-Esser and the Oxford De-Noiser. And then I'm also going to show you how you can use a gate to further clean up a noisy track. This is a recording. There we go, this messes. And as you can hear, there is quite a lot of noise on that track. I've set this up so we're listening to this clip here by feeding it into this track. So when I press the input monitoring button, then we'll hear the above track. There we go. So I'm going to start by using the Oxford buzzer here, because we've got some buzz here. So take this section here, we can hear the buzz. Like that. Let's turn this on. And then it's set to auto. So as you can hear, it pretty much does the job instantly. However, one of the problems now is that when I play the vocal or the dialogue, there we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser. You can hear that we can hear that there's quite a lot of ringing, which is caused by the comb filtering. So I'm going to change the range, which will reduce the amount of filters. I'll do this. I'll drag it down to here. And then if I move the filter further down, you should hear the buzzing coming back. So, rid of the hum there. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use, and the vocal sounds a lot better. Okay, but we still have some noise. Let's use the De-Noiser for this. The Oxford De-Noiser has a detection part, which is this part here. And then, so if I use the threshold here, you can see that if I turn down the threshold, now the noise comes back because the threshold is beneath. Turn it up. There we go. And then I can reduce the noise like that. Again, the problem is if I do this much, and there we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use, we can hear that the vocal is quite changed and altered. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a that is, however, pretty okay. I am also going to go to the thresholds here, and I can further adjust a little bit here to just regain some of the high end. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. There we go. Unfortunately, we get some of the noise coming back, but hopefully we can live with that. We can obviously hear here in the section here, where there's no talking. And in the section here, where there's no talking, that, of course, the noise is quite obvious. It is when we play the actual dialogue slightly masked. There we go, this messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. There we go. By the vocal. So in this case, I'm going to use a gate. Like this. Unbypass and turn up the threshold. And there are no specific settings that I've done here. Particularly, I have a quick attack because I wanted to engage immediately. And then I'm simply going to turn down the threshold. And as you can see, no noise. That's very good. Let's go to the vocals and make sure that we're not gating the vocal also. There we go. This messes there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. That seems good. Let's check the end. Begin with. Use the fab filter for this. And so if you play this, so we can see that it's working. Let's set the range. So depending on the material that you work with, you can work with the attack to see how quickly the gate should open, and then with the release how quickly it should close once the dialogue is or the signal is not present. Okay, so let's check this to with the original vocal. So I'm going to use input monitoring to do that. So when I switch between input monitoring on and off, we will either hear the original track there or the track that we're working on. There we go, this message there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with there. I'm going to use the fab filter for this. And so this is obviously quite an improvement. Let's add some EQ. I've just set up an EQ chain here. There we go, this message there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. And then I'm going to use a compressor in the end. There we go, this message there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. Use the fab filter. And then I also need to do some editing here, of course. So I'll get rid of this. There we go, this message there. So I'm going to use a De-Esser to begin with. Use the fab filter. Okay, thank you.